Good morning, girls. I'm going to talk to you this morning about the way you look. Sleep comes next to cleanliness as a beauty base. And I mean sleep, not just going to bed if that means sitting up writing letters or listening to music. I've seen lots of sparkling eyes and good complexion sacrificed to swing records at bedtime. It's me to see that so many girls think a balanced diet consists of soda pop and a sandwich or a big gooey. For instance, there's the girl who goes through the halls supporting her books on one hip. She looks like this. That right this minute there's a girl out there biting her beads. And another one contentedly munching the paint off a pencil. There are undoubtedly several of you who are playing with your hair, twisting a pet curl round and round and round. I'd like to give you one hint, though. Don't just slide a washcloth around and call your face clean. Then there's the stomach carrier. She goes through her school life looking like this. And of course, there are so many wrong ways of sitting down that I couldn't begin to show you all of them. And of course, there's the nail biter, the worst of all nervous little habits. If you can't break yourself of this habit, never, never wear nail polish, because the bright polish will attract attention to your short, ugly nails. This is a typical example of how not to wear your lipstick, with emphasis on quantity rather than quality. Don't go to the other extreme. Nails like claws. Claws are for cats and faces. Here's a face that lacks a little in length and has a little too much width at the cheekbones for a good oval. Now, let's see what can be done to make it better, or worse. When she came to my apartment for an interview, well, I don't think that most people would have hired her. I did because I thought she had ability, and I knew I could help her with her appearance. And she may fill out her lips a little if she can do it artistically. Several girls' colleges, they have a course in good grooming for which they give regular college credits. And believe it or not, one full period is devoted to teaching girls how to wash their faces. But you don't need to go to college to learn that. Her blouse was much too fussy for a tailored suit, and her hat was all right, but she'd spoiled it by adding a veil. Her bag was much too big for such a small girl, but like so many of us, she either thought she had to carry everything she owned around with her, or she was too lazy to clean it out. Of course, this hairdo is all wrong. Sometimes I'd like to shake you girls when you worry so much about being pretty or not being pretty, as though prettiness were a woman's only attraction. If you'd spend just 1 month doing everything I talked about to make the most of your appearance, you wouldn't need to worry about being pretty or popular. Her gloves were much too elaborate, and her shoes, well, they would have been all right for an afternoon dress, but definitely not for this suit. Well, it's nearly time for your next class, so I must stop talking. But there's one more thing that I'd like to say, and that is, don't copy. Not hairstyles or mannerisms or anything else. Not from anybody, in or out of Hollywood. Get ideas from people, certainly, but be sure they're ideas that can be adapted to your own personality. After all, each of you is an original, and an original is always more valuable than a copy, whether it be paintings or hats or girls.